Stadium in Athens. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Saying. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He gets a block. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Bulldog. The hidden yardage, the big play. Special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Saying. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
21 on the play. And first down for the offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Smashes through the tackle. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Georgia. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. What a spectacular play by the return man. 90-plus yards.
No. Yes, perfect. Great decision. Sometimes when that ball gets inside the 10, you might want to let it bounce, go into the end zone. The returner says, I got different plans. I'm going to make something happen, and he sure as heck does when he gets it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Here's Sayin to throw. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a...
He's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. And this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Zayn makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Escapes the pressure going right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Sayin. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Sayin unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sayin back to the air. Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the counter. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First and goal, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now on second and goal. On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Touchdown, Buckeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Ohio State, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody.
Might have a chance. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the Dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. It's complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bulldog! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Jackson. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Got a little grass, and he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Bag's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Throw it. Say it. Fires applies the pressure. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Ohio State, 14.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be calling a hot route. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 10 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Here's a little room there. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's create.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. this lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Frazier again. And he's wrestled to the ground. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Handoff for Frazier. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way into...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Gain of 21 on the play.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got the back in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Here's Sayin to throw. Using the quick game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Touchdown, Buckeye! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Sayin. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple.
Could be an alley. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Turning it, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Say it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Complete to the left. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Gets it inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Throw it. Say it. Here's a heat. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Finding some room. They brought him down, but not soon enough, and they're going to be able to run out the clock from here.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
Man, it's just physicality up front. The big boys create.
There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.